YouTube, Jethro here. So this is kind of a response to PJ, and it's a little gardening video for anybody else. So went ahead and went out today. Garden's still too wet to plant. Should be able to do it tomorrow if it don't rain early. But raised beds, like I was talking about. This is 2x12 non-treated Douglas fir lumber. $15 for a 12-foot board. I grabbed two 12-foot boards. Now when you go to making your box, make sure you measure out. This is 8 foot by 4 foot, but your boards are going to be like 12 foot 1.5 inches. So mark your 8 foot section, cut it off true, or mark your 8 and your 12 foot points. Cut your 12 foot off because it's only going to be, you know, inch and a half, and then mark your 8 foot and cut it, and that worked out great. That way when you put it together, you got a pretty nice square box. 12 inches deep. The reason I'm doing this is because if I decide to this fall, I can go ahead and slap carrots in this, knowing that it's going to drain well, easy to cover, and it just, I don't know, I can plant them in the main garden, but this is deep enough that I'll be able to do that. This is what I'd call a salad bed for somebody who wanted one. This will produce more than enough salad greens, radishes. You can put a pepper plant in the corner, you can put a bush cucumber plant in the corner, and you can have enough room to actually have an entire salad out of this box. Also, herbs. Herbs are really expensive, guys. You can get a start off of rosemary and sage and put them in here. They will bush out nice and big, and they should come back year after year after year as long as you don't have a super hard freeze. My rosemary lasted me for about 5 years outdoors in this container before it finally went downhill. And I'm not so sure it went downhill because of the weather. It's probably because I didn't put enough nutrients to it and I neglected it. But anyway, so basically I got $32 in this right now, and of course I got the farm, so I can come up with some fill dirt, and I got some nice cow manure that's been rotted down to mix in with it, and we'll get this baby filled up, and I'll probably use it myself for an herb box. Maybe a little bit of salad greens in one end of it, herbs in the other. We'll just see. But well worth doing. You can do them one at a time. As you get one built up, you can build another, and over a period of time, I'm thinking 4 of these beds will actually give me enough tomatoes, green beans. If this bed was nothing but green beans, it doesn't matter if they're bush or pole, you would have a lot to pick. You'd have very few, but you would have few to can. Same with tomatoes. One box like this, you could probably fit, about 8 plants in there. They would be tight. You'd have to harvest it from the outside, but you got enough to eat. And then if you're canning just pint jars, you know, you're not going to can no great big batches, but you'll be able to put some back. But the more you have, the more you can grow. The beauty about these, you can control your nutrients, you can control your water, and they're 10 times easier to control the weeds. So anyway, just a quick update for PJ and whoever else wants to watch. Okay guys, so here's the raised bed, 4 foot by 8 foot. What I've got going on here is hopefully a little bit of protection for my dogs to stay out of it, because they love getting into fresh stuff like that. Now I haven't cut my top post off, because if they happen to jump it, then I'll put another round, then I'll trim it off and square everything up, just make it look nice and neat. But what we have is rosemary, 2 different sages, we got thyme and oregano, and I'll probably plug something else in here in the next few days, but for right now we'll just start this off. Like I say, the sage and the rosemary will come back, the thyme will come back, and actually the Greek oregano will too. So this bed ought to be here for several years, and we'll start working on some more. I'm planning on, washed just flew in my ear, that was nice. But we've got an area beside the house that gets some nice early sun in the year, and I think we're going to put about 4 of these raised beds down through here, about 3 foot in between, and put wood chips in there to keep the grass down. And basically we're going to use that for our early year salad greens. I might do end of the year, you know, like I said, carrots. I can go ahead and do kale, just some of the winter crop that we're going to use, and I guarantee they'll be put to use, and less for me to mow, so it's a bonus. Anyhow, that's what she is.